Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Talks Dada Pod. I am Emma, and today we are going to practice the topic, a simple story about never giving up. This lesson is for beginner and intermediate learners who want simple English, a clear story, and a strong message. Never giving up means continuing when life is difficult. It means trying again after mistakes, delays, fear, and failure. Take a slow breath. Relax your shoulders. We will learn English through one simple story. A story can teach language and life at the same time. When you listen to a story, you hear verbs, feelings, conversations, problems, and solutions. You also see how a person changes. Today, our story is about a learner named Daniel. Daniel is not rich. He is not famous. He is not perfect. He is a normal person with a normal life, normal problems, and a quiet dream. His dream is to learn English and build a better future, but the road is not easy. Let us begin with Daniel's life. Daniel wakes up early every morning. He works in a small shop. He helps customers, carries boxes, cleans shelves, and answers questions. His work is tiring. Tiring means it makes him feel tired. In the evening, he comes home with heavy feet and a heavy mind. Heavy here means tired, stressed, and full. He wants to study English, but many nights he says, "I am too tired. I will study tomorrow." At first, tomorrow becomes the next day. The next day becomes next week. Next week becomes another month. Daniel buys a notebook, but the pages stay empty. He saves English videos on his phone, but he does not watch them. He tells his friend, "I want to speak English one day." His friend says, "Then start today." Daniel smiles, but inside he feels afraid. He thinks, what if I am too late? What if I am not smart enough? What if I fail? Fail means not get the result you wanted. Daniel is afraid of failing. He is also afraid of looking foolish. Foolish means not smart or looking silly. He remembers school, where some students laughed when he made mistakes. Because of that memory, he does not like speaking English aloud. He can read some words. He can understand simple sentences. But when he tries to speak, his mouth feels blocked. Blocked means stopped. The words stay inside him. One rainy evening, Daniel comes home from work. His clothes are wet. His hands are cold. He sits on a chair and looks at his notebook. The first page is still blank. Blank means empty. He feels sad because many months passed, and he did not start. Then he opens the notebook and writes one sentence. "I will not give up." He looks at the sentence for a long time. It is simple, but it feels strong. Daniel writes another sentence. "I will study for 5 minutes today. Only 5 minutes, not 1 hour, not a big plan, just 5 minutes." He opens a short English lesson and listens. He does not understand every word. He pauses the lesson and repeats one sentence. "I am learning English." He says it quietly. "I am learning English." His voice sounds strange, but he continues. After 5 minutes, he closes the lesson. He feels a small victory. Victory means success. The next morning, Daniel wakes up and sees the notebook beside his bed. He reads the sentence again. "I will not give up." He wants to ignore it. Ignore means not notice or not care. But he does not ignore it. He repeats one sentence before work. "I am learning English." Then he says another sentence. "I can start small." These 2 sentences take less than 1 minute. But they change his morning. He leaves home with a little hope. Hope means believing that something good is possible. Daniel's hope is still small, like a tiny light. Tiny means small, but a tiny light is better than complete darkness. At work, Daniel hears a customer say, "Thank you." Daniel knows this phrase, so he answers, "You're welcome." The customer smiles. Daniel feels surprised. It was only 2 words, but he spoke English in real life. That day, he writes in his notebook, "I said, 'You're welcome.' I felt proud." Proud means happy because of effort. Daniel starts to understand that progress can be small. Progress means improvement or movement forward. Before, he thought progress had to be big and fast. Now he sees that one sentence is progress. One spoken phrase is progress. One day of practice is progress. This is an important life lesson. Never giving up does not mean never feeling tired. It means returning to your goal after you feel tired. For 1 week, Daniel practices every night. Some nights he listens for 5 minutes. Some nights he repeats 10 sentences. Some nights he writes only 1 line. His notebook begins to fill slowly. Fill means become, not empty. He writes, "Today, I practiced. Today, I listened. Today, I repeated. Today, I tried." These sentences are very simple, but they are proof. Proof means something that shows something is true. They prove that Daniel is becoming a learner. Then a difficult day comes. Daniel works late. A customer is angry. His manager gives him extra tasks. He misses the bus and walks home in the dark. When he gets home, he is exhausted. Exhausted means extremely tired. He looks at the notebook and says, "Not today. I cannot study today." He goes to bed without practice. The next morning, he feels guilty. Guilty means feeling bad because you did not do something important. He thinks, "I failed again." But then he remembers the sentence, "Never giving up means starting again." He writes it in his notebook, "I missed 1 day, but I will start again." This sentence becomes very important for him. He learns that one missed day is not the end. One mistake is not the end. One bad week is not the end. The real danger is not failing. The real danger is stopping forever. So Daniel listens to English for 5 minutes again. Now let us pause the story and learn some useful English. Repeat these sentences. I will not give up. I can start again. I missed 1 day, but I can continue. I made a mistake, but I can learn. I feel tired, but I can take 1 small step. These sentences are useful for English and for life. They teach grammar, but they also teach strength. Strength means the power to continue. Daniel practices another habit. Every Sunday, he reads his old notebook pages. At first, the pages are very simple. Later, the sentences become longer. He reads, "I am learning English." Then he reads, "I listened to a lesson after work." Then he reads, "I spoke to a customer today." He notices progress. Notice means see or understand something. He says to himself, "I am not where I want to be, but I am not where I was." This sentence gives him courage. Courage means doing something even when you feel afraid. Daniel needs courage because soon he gets a chance to speak more English. One day, a tourist enters the shop. The tourist asks, "Excuse me, do you have water?" Daniel understands the question. His heart beats fast. He wants to call another worker, but then he says slowly, "Yes, we have water." "This way, please." His grammar is simple, but the tourist understands. Daniel shows the water. The tourist says, "Thank you very much." Daniel feels his face become warm. He is nervous and happy at the same time. At the same time means together. He did not speak perfectly, but he communicated. Communicated means shared meaning. That evening, he writes, "I spoke English with a customer. I was afraid, but I did it." This is another life lesson. Confidence often comes after action, not before. Confidence means believing you can try. Daniel did not feel confident first. He acted, and then confidence grew. After that day, Daniel practices speaking aloud more often. He describes his room, "This is my chair. This is my notebook. I am sitting at my desk. I am studying English." He describes his morning. "I wake up early, I wash my face, I drink tea, I go to work." These sentences are easy, but they train his mouth. His mouth becomes more comfortable. Comfortable means relaxed and okay. He learns that speaking improves by speaking. Another problem appears. Daniel begins comparing himself with other learners online. Compare means look at 2 people and feel better or worse. He sees people speaking fast English. He sees beautiful notebooks and long study plans. He thinks, "They are better than me. I am too slow." His motivation becomes weak. Motivation means the feeling that makes you want to do something. For 2 days, he does not practice much. Then he hears a sentence in a lesson. Do not compare your chapter 1 with someone else's. Months pass. Daniel's English improves little by little. Little by little means slowly, step by step. He can talk about his day. He can ask simple questions. He can understand more podcasts. He can write short paragraphs. But he still has difficult days. Sometimes he forgets words. Sometimes he makes grammar mistakes. Sometimes he feels shy. Shy means nervous with people. But now he does not think mistakes mean stop. He thinks mistakes mean practice more. One evening, Daniel's younger sister sees him studying. She says, "Why do you study every day?" Daniel thinks for a moment. Then he says, "Because I want a better future. And I learned that small practice matters." Matters means is important. His sister says, "But it is hard." Daniel smiles and says, "Yes, it is hard." But hard does not mean impossible. This sentence becomes another important lesson. Hard does not mean impossible. Many good things are hard at first. Let us practice that sentence. Hard does not mean impossible. Repeat it slowly. Hard does not mean impossible. English can be hard, but it is not impossible. Speaking can be scary, but it is not impossible. Building confidence can be slow, but it is not impossible. Changing your life can be difficult, but it is not impossible. This sentence can help you when you feel discouraged. Discouraged means losing hope. Daniel continues. He makes a simple plan. Monday, listening. Tuesday, speaking. Wednesday, vocabulary. Thursday, writing. Friday, review. Saturday, free practice. Sunday, rest and read old notes. This plan is not perfect, but it gives him direction. Direction means knowing where to go. He understands that never giving up also needs organization. Organization means having a clear order. If he has no plan, he may forget. If he has a simple plan, he can return more easily. One day, Daniel sees a notice about a small English-speaking group in his town. A notice is written information for people to see. He wants to join, but fear comes back. He thinks, what if they speak better than me? What if I cannot answer? What if I feel embarrassed? Embarrassed means uncomfortable because you think people may judge you. He almost walks away. Then he remembers everything he has learned. One step, start small. Hard does not mean impossible. I will not give up. Daniel enters the room. There are 6 learners and 1 teacher. The teacher smiles and asks everyone to introduce themselves. Introduce means say who you are. Daniel's hands feel cold. When it is his turn, he says, "Hello, my name is Daniel. I work in a shop. I am learning English because I want to communicate better." It is not a perfect introduction, but it is clear. The teacher says, "Thank you, Daniel. Welcome." Daniel sits down and breathes deeply. During the speaking group, Daniel makes mistakes. He says, "I am work in shop." The teacher kindly says, "I work in a shop." Daniel repeats, "I work in a shop." He does not feel destroyed by the correction. Destroyed means completely broken. He feels helped. This is progress. Before, correction made him feel ashamed. Ashamed means feeling bad about yourself. Now he understands correction is part of learning. A mistake is not a wall. It is a door to better English. After the group, another learner says, "Your English is good." Daniel laughs softly. He says, "It is not very good, but I am trying." The learner says, "That is why it is good. You keep trying." Daniel thinks about those words on the way home. You keep trying. Maybe that is the secret. Not talent only. Not perfect memory. Not perfect grammar. Just continuing. Continuing when tired. Continuing after mistakes. Continuing after fear. Continuing when progress is slow. Years do not change because of one big moment only. They change because of many small moments repeated. Daniel's English journey teaches him more than language. It teaches patience. Patience means the ability to wait and continue calmly. It teaches discipline. Discipline means doing what helps your future, even when you do not feel like it. It teaches humility. Humility means knowing you can learn. It teaches courage. It teaches hope. English becomes not only a subject, but a path. Now Daniel can tell his story in English. He says, I started with 5 minutes. I missed days, but I returned. I made mistakes, but I learned. I felt afraid, but I spoke. I compared myself with others, but then I chose my own pace. I joined a speaking group. I am still learning, but I will not give up. This story is simple but powerful. Powerful means strong and meaningful. It shows that real progress is built step by step. Now, let us build your never giving up sentence bank. I will not give up. I can start again. I can take one small step. I can learn from mistakes. I can continue after a hard day. I can practice at my own pace. I do not need to be perfect. I only need to keep going. Keep going means continue. I am stronger than one bad day. My progress is real. These sentences can help you speak and encourage yourself. Now let us practice questions and answers. What does never give up mean? It means continue even when something is difficult. Why did Daniel almost stop? He felt tired, afraid, and discouraged. What was Daniel's first step? He practiced for 5 minutes. Did he make mistakes? Yes, he made mistakes, but he learned from them. What helped Daniel continue? Simple practice, patience, and hope helped him continue. What lesson can we learn? We can learn that small steps matter. Now let us practice a short story summary. Repeat after me. Daniel wanted to learn English, but he felt afraid. One rainy evening, he wrote, I will not give up. He started with 5 minutes of practice. Some days were easy, and some days were hard. He missed practice, but he started again. He spoke to a customer in English. Later, he joined a speaking group. He learned that hard does not mean impossible. He continued step by step. You can change this story for your own life. Say, I wanted to learn English, but I felt nervous. I started with one sentence. I missed days, but I returned. I made mistakes, but I learned. I spoke slowly, but I communicated. I am still learning, but I will not give up. This becomes your story. Your story does not need to be perfect. It needs honesty and movement. Now let us do final speaking practice. Answer these questions aloud. What is one dream you do not want to give up on? What makes it difficult? What is one small step you can take today? What will you say when you make a mistake? Who can support you? Support means help. What sentence gives you hope? Pause when you need time. Answer simply. My dream is. My small step is. I will not give up. One more helpful practice is the Never Give Up journal. A journal is a place where you write your thoughts. Every night, write 3 sentences. Today, I tried. Today, I learned. Tomorrow, I will continue. Example, today I tried to speak English aloud. Today I learned that mistakes are normal. Tomorrow I will continue with one short lesson. This journal can help you see your effort. Effort means the energy you use to try. Remember, never giving up does not mean you never